And this is real simple terminology with spinal biomechanics. Okay, we already know the planes of motion: flexion, extension, left lateral flexion, right lateral flexion. So all you're doing is adding malposition. Left flexion malposition, extension malposition. So I'm just going to add the direction: right or left lateral flexion malposition. And then I'd typically add a modifier, whether it was more mild, moderate, or severe. I'm going to add those qualifiers. But the core component is the plane of motion malposition, or if it's hypo or hyper, if it's a kinetic, hyper or hypo. So spinal biomechanics naming order: name the motor unit, the plane of motion, and the malposition. Consider adding pathological, hyper or hypo, or mild, moderate, or severe. So the absolute core is the plane of motion, the region in the plane of motion, flexion, cervical flexion. And then malposition says there's something wrong. I like adding pathological, pathologically altered flexion malposition, because it's a good, powerful word. If it's movement dynamic, you can say hypo, hypo, and a degree. So you'd say severe, mild, moderate, or severe, hyper, hypo. Pathologically, C5, C6, right lateral flexion, malposition. See? So that's the word. So here's some examples that I just put in here. Different examples: C5, pathologically moderate, left rotational malposition. C2, C3, pathologically moderate, hyperflexion, flexion malposition. So you can see the core is the motor unit, plane of motion, malposition. If you just did that, you're fine. And these are vertebral segmental diagnoses, And then we'd like to add some adjectives. Pathological is a good adjective. I'll always say pathological when I call something malposition or altered spinal biomechanics, because it is pathological. And then add to it mild, moderate, severe, or hyper or hypo. And there you go. There's your C5, severe left cervical rotation, pathological malposition. See, there you go. Those are vertebral malpositions, is what they are.